much. I'm about to be ranking all these Travis Scott albums from my personal opinion. Please don't critique me, even though I'm very, very passionate about my opinion with these albums. Travis means something to me. Before he got really big with Astro World and et cetera, and probably really Days for the most part. Um, I found him out in like 2014, and he really changed a lot of like how I outlook music and shit like that. So obviously, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I look on Twitter a lot and see people say like Birds is like his best album, but that's like whenever you like have an entry album to a artist, that's usually like your favorite album just because like you remember the shit. But I'm really gonna try and be more like less memories and sentimental with it, and more so like these are the cold hard facts. So fuck Travis Rodeo. That's the first album that like I heard in my life that I was like, this shit is crazy. I first heard Days way before I heard Rodeo. Like not way before. I'm 19 now. I heard Days when I was like 14, about to be 15. And then when I turned 15 that next September, I heard Rodeo when it came out. And I listened to it on shuffle on Spotify the free Spotify. So I have all these track lists pulled up. Pretty much like you have to just look at this track listing, and I advise you, if you've never heard Rodeo, listen to that shit like not around people, just alone in your head. A lot of these albums, like okay, Days Before, Asteroid, Birds, even I'll get on Owl later, but fucking this shit is just a lot of different of these albums like together. What makes it perfect to me. If people that know me personally know that this is like my favorite rap album of all time. I just recently got into like more alternative shit and like that, but like as rap or even trap music goes and mainstream rap, this is my favorite album ever, because Apple Pie is actually my favorite song of all time. Like it's literally my favorite song of all time. And obviously I'm not going to go ahead and review the album now because that's not what this video is, but this track list is almost perfect. Two songs that I listen to the least are Flying High and Wasted with Juicy J. And those songs aren't bad, but they just didn't stick out as well as other songs, and that's my opinion. But on my diss side, it has this crazy beat switch where the first type is really trappy, like a generic trap song, but it's good. And then the second part is an R&B song, and that's where Quavo really comes in. And it's amazing. I'm saying fucking 5 years I've listened to this album. So, or as long as it's been out. So almost 5 years, 4 years, whatever. Impossible is a really moody, grayish song where it's like a sad song of sad songs for me. And this really just, I can tell, like, there's a segment, like, Travis is, like, rapping in the song. Like, more than he does now. This shit isn't weak, bro. These are real good songs. You know what I mean? He put Justin Bieber and Young Thug. I don't have to keep going on with this album. It's a good album. And it's my favorite rap album of all time. This is the most creative Travis been. Even he released, I want to say he released like 2 songs after this is where he starts to get into like the Birds and the Trap saga. But like this Travis right here is it. This is my favorite Travis Scott of all time. And this is a perfect track list to me. And I think that knowing that, like, if you haven't heard this album, please go listen to it. Because I just don't see how you can say an album like Birds is fucking better than this. I just don't see it. But that's my opinion. Alright, so next, what we're going to do is go ahead and put Huncho Jack in Don't Count, because this wasn't really what I expected. It's not really a direct, like, Travis alone album. It's Travis and Quavo, so I guess they had to, like, really, like, match them together more for a whole project. The project isn't talked about much lately, but I thought we were going to get a lot better songs that like we did with Travis and Quavo in the past, but that wasn't the case. So I just want to make that clear. That's not really something I'm counting. Days Before Rodeo, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the second slot because culturally, the same time it came out was around like Future. Future was big around this time, and Atlanta Trap was just at like at an all time high. This is before whatever people considered mumble rap. That's like 2016, 17. This is like before that, where like it was just real trap music. And Travis to drop something. This is a very unique album. You know, the intro, the prayer, he's rapping, it's dark. He's saying crazy shit like that. Mamacita, he still has like trap influence. Like Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug were big around this time too, and he put them on an album like this, where this album is primarily just really dark songs mixed up with fun songs. You can't tell me like listen to Don't Play. The chords on that shit is really dark and like almost like evil. Like it's like that's the type of energy it gives off. Same with Skyfall. Skyfall is a very mysterious but banger song. It's a very unique project, and there's a lot of songs on here I really like. I like Back a lot. I like Backyard a lot. Backyard's like him just rapping about like his upbringing and like what he's like experiencing now, and like it's really an inspirational song. It's something that I don't hear Travis rap about as much. The way he raps on these songs, same with Rodeo too. Like when I can tell, and like even Apple Pie has a message to it. A lot of these songs on here, he's rapping. It's also creative, but he's really like flexing his rapping skills, and I appreciate that a lot. So I'm putting that right under Rodeo. I listen to this album way more than I listen to Astroworld. Astroworld's gonna be next. What can I say? Fucking Sicko Mode really took all the shine. That's not why I don't like this album. I do like this album. Someone posted a pie chart on Twitter showing how much more Sicko Mode got played than all these other songs. But I mean, there's a few songs I just don't listen to this project as much as I used to. But like, don't get me wrong, the production on this is probably like a Rodeo level. I don't know what about it is more underwhelming than Days for me, but like when it comes to like the production is just crazy. You can also like it just feels like Astroworld. Like it feels like Astroworld. It's perfectly done to the theme. It's like a hypnotic rap. Like on Skeletons, very very like experimental. Even Stop Trying to Be God is very unique. I like how he puts a lot of I'm not talented, but all artists are talented, but a lot more mainstream artists like Juice WRLD is on here, Sheck West is on here, and Sheck West is like, you've heard Sheck West songs. Who else? 21 Savage, Gunna and Nav, like, and these are good songs. Like I like some of these songs a lot on here. So if I didn't like this album, if I didn't think this album was better, I would definitely have this in the second slot. But something sticks with me about this album more than Astroworld, personally. This is like a really, really good album. I like recommend this album. I don't care for Butterfly Effect. That song's boring to me. I'll tell you that much. Sicko Mode, can't listen to that song anymore. Stargazing's fire. Fire. Skeletons is like my favorite song on here. Just because it's very, relaxing and, hypnotic. It feels very, very like trippy, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. That's how a lot of this album sounds. Astro Thunder is the same way as Skeletons. Really like the song. And it's his biggest song. His biggest project. So, just to reach mainstream the way it did, since he's already big, but for it to hit mainstream and like that's multiple. Whatever. Okay. this doesn't really hit. This didn't hit mainstream. Like Travis wasn't his biggest until fucking Birds. We'll talk about that, but this is a good album. I put it in 3 because personally, this is different to me. Less mainstreamy, very, very unique, dark, and that's what I appreciate. But this is a very good album, some of the best production he has, and I think that it deserves recognition. Okay, next is Birds and Sea. I don't like Birds, really, like at all, hardly. I feel like it was so underwhelming coming from like fucking Rodeo, my favorite album ever. Been waiting that year, like so excited for Travis. And then he drops this, and I listened to this album a lot when it first came out, probably like 5 times over, just trying to like, you know, find out everything I like about it and not. I assume. I don't know what. Like, don't get me wrong. It doesn't have like not all the songs are bad. Two Slumps is a classic, easy. Through the Late Night's a classic, easy. I just don't understand. You know, Wonderful was already a song that came out before this album was out. Pick up the phone, same thing. So we take those songs away. What are we looking at? Like this is skippable. Like it's okay. This song's okay. This song's okay. You know, I don't like this song because I don't like Av. Like I don't care for the song. As this is when like we started to get like a little bit more boring. I don't like. I don't know. It just wasn't experimental at all. It was very safe. That's what I heard someone describe this album as, very safe. You know, I think the public would eat this stuff up and like, you know, but you can't come off a song like, I mean, a project like Days and then it doesn't so experimental and different. And Rodeo is such like it's like a combination of like, you know, mainstream with Antidote and shit, and then also very experimental, Impossible, 90210, and then you go into Birds. It's just like, what am I looking at? You know, I like Sweet Sweet. Outside, it's just like I haven't heard the song in a long time. And I love Travis, but like it's crazy because like SDP, this is an interlude. This is one of the better songs on here. I don't understand, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna talk about this album much because I just don't like. This is actually a C- album to me. I felt for a long time. I feel these are like the facts. Me, if someone were to say Master Road is 100% better than Days, I wouldn't be mad. But like, it comes to like the conclusion that anyone that has like a good listenable ear knows there's no way Birds can be better than the top 3 albums I have on this list. It's just not. It's not interesting enough. Birds was not good enough to me that I came from Rodeo, went to Birds in the Trap, and I didn't like Days that much before Rodeo. Like, I mean, before Birds, because I listened to Birds, I was like, dude, this is like not very unique. I don't know how to feel with this album. So I went back to Days, and it made me appreciate Days more. Days became one of my favorite rap albums too, because it's just different, bro. And it's very. Once I got the ear for Travis and what he's like was doing before Birds, it was like, all right, see now, I understand. So how did he go from what I have on the top 2 to Birds? But you know, it doesn't matter now because then he went up to Astroworld, and Astroworld's a very good balance. It's a very good album, and I appreciate that album. And I feel like it doesn't get enough recognition. No matter how much it sold, you know, fucking, they just have him doing, you know, sicko mode and shit like that. I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. But it's a good album, and I appreciate it a lot. So that was my list. These are my, I don't know, these aren't even, it's not that serious, but, you know, people might strongly disagree. Some people might agree a lot, but I feel like these are like kind of factual. But yeah, that's it. You should subscribe to me.